everyone is aligned.
Yes, certainly it is on the same concept. You give it name of management, but I will call it running my universe.
No, that's good. Thank you, Baba. And that that took like I think 2 years or something like that. Your new year life was
Yeah, Baba saying my new life actually went on till I dropped my body.
okay.
That was a completely new phase because then I was moving back in the state of preparedness to drop my body and prepare the organization, as you call, the Meher Baba Trust, the Meher Baba lovers, followers, everything that will, how it will work. So there was a lot of governance that was going on behind the scenes. And therefore, it was sometimes very laid back, sometimes very fiery. It was a it was a combination of a lot of things. I was preparing my very close mandali. I was doing my universal work with Mera, with Mani Mai, Bhauji, and many others who were very close to me. So I was even preparing them for my universal work to continue while they were in physical body, right? They had the responsibility of holding my fort. People, they were representing me, right? Because as an avatar, you don't put somebody else in that space, right? You don't have that lineage is not there, right? But for that, whatever you call it, if you want to call it as a continuity of the avataric age, then you had to have representation, right? And that representation had to be so strong that people could relate through them. Baba's work, Baba's mission, Baba's vision for his lovers, and how the samadhi would run or would be kept, or how the institute or the trust would run. Correct. So all that I had to prepare, do my universal work with them. It's only when you can relate to something that is intangible, but you see it as tangible somewhere else, you you get a feel of what you're expecting, isn't it? Isn't that correct?
Correct.
That my mandali had to be very strong. They had to represent me. It's like if somebody gave a hug to Mehra or to any mandali, they could feel my energy, right? And connect, isn't it?
Correct.
We have heard so many stories of people coming to the samadhi and just getting overwhelmed with their tears, right? It's not it's not about or just giving a hug to the mandali. It was not that Baba was expecting that. It is you connected to my energy, isn't it? So all that work had to be done. A lot of cleansing had to be done.
You're right.
So moving from one place to another was also cleansing a lot of energy after I came back. Right? So it was like starting again, fresh. And preparing my mandali and everybody else who was associated very closely and would be going forward for my universal work. I also gave you a little universal work that you contributed in your own way, isn't it?
Yes.
So everything was being planned. I have also planned for someone who probably will be born 100 years from now, right?
Yeah.
Because that is in my capacity as an avatar to see and supervise.
Right.
If you never heard of Meher Baba, but then one fine day you do, it just doesn't happen. Some work is left for you to do, right?
Right.
So it is very forward work that I was doing in my new phase, which started as completely hopeless and helpless. Where do I start from? What do I do? And then you gather that energy and build it up. Did you get the essence of
Yes,
the
yes.
new life?
Yes. And you said that the new life will continue even.
Absolutely, it is continuing. Yes, it is continuing through each one of my loved ones. Everybody is contributing to the new life. That potent energy, as I said, will be kept alive for 100 years and more. Everybody who gets ready in that phase will be part of it in 700 years from now. It doesn't matter whether you saw me in my physical form, but knowing me, knowing my existence,